Alrighty then.
Welcome to Indoor Fun.
Alrighty then. I want to talk a little bit about bridge. Learning bridge. So, when I retired, that was one of the things I added to my list of things that I wanted to do. And like anything, I want to be the best I can be at it. So, I joined the local senior center because they had a bridge instructional bridge um, session where there's like people that go around if you have questions and they kind of help you with your bidding. So I joined and I was supposed to wait and take a class, but they didn't have a class ready. So I asked if I could just play, and they let me play. And I said I'll be committed to it, and I was. And the lady she gave me so they play the Audrey Grant um, conventions and bidding strategies and all that stuff. So I got a copy of that, and then she gave me the first book of the Audrey Grant series. So I went through that like in the first day, and then I ordered the first two books for myself on Amazon and went through all those. And they have practice hands after each of the chapters. So I did all of those, and then they have additional practice hands. So I did all of those, read those. Then I got book three and then book four, and then I joined Audrey Grant's online website, and she sends daily columns where they're basically you bid and do with the declare play and try to win, or sometimes you try to defend a contract. So it's a lot of fun. So that's coming along really well. I also spent a lot of time you know, on YouTube, kind of looking at other content. And I just want to shout out to Maggie from Oasis Bridge Tuition. Fantastic. Bajir, love Bajir. Learn Bridge online. He gets special guests: Kurt Soloff, Marla Lawson, Graham Tufnell, Jack Stockin. Man, the stuff they do, it's fun. And then Peter Hollins from Learn to Play Bridge. He's also I think associated with Funbridge. He's got some really good content, and I found some old content online on YouTube. Some it's called Championship Bridge and Master Bridge, and these are like shows from like the 60s and 70s. I guess probably the 70s and 80s. Like television was just new. It's all black and white, and you can see that they've basically just converted it. Anyway, so much fun. Um, I'm going to do a bunch of videos in the next little while. I'm going to use the different online platforms and actually play. So I'm going to record the screen. I'm going to go through the whole bidding process, and then do the declare play and see if I can't work with my computer partner to win the games. So that'll be fun. And while I'm doing that, I'll talk about some of the different conventions, and some of the different declare play, some of the strategies. Yeah, so we'll be using the Audrey Grant approach, the ABCs. We've got basically assessing the situation. So basically, how many tricks do you need to get? How many sure tricks? How many losers? So if you're in a trump contract, you need to identify your losers. Then you need to browse the declare's checklist in case you have to get rid of some losers or you have to make some new winners. And there's different ways of doing that. You can use length, you can finesse, you can rough. It's a lot of fun. And then the C is consider the order. So if you're in a trump contract, do you draw trumps first? Can you afford to do that? You might have too many losers, and maybe you have to get rid of some losers with length first and then do some roughing on the side, or maybe you need to use length and then play a final winner and then discard a loser in your hand or in the dummy's hand. There's strategies with counting, making sure you know how many cards the opponents have. so that you don't get over roughed or you don't want to get roughed. But anyway, it's a lot of fun, and what I'll do is I'll just discuss it. I'll talk about it. I'll do the play. I'll play and talk about the play. If I make a mistake, I'll talk about the mistake and go from there. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think that's. I mean, the way I look at it is, the way to get better at anything is to learn as much as you can about it, but also do it. You got to do it. You got to play the hands, whether that's just playing it socially, at a local club that has bridge, or if that's playing online against the computer. Just repetition. So these Audrey Grant books, there's 4 of them, and in every book there's 32 hands. So that's 128 hands that you can practice. I've done it once. I'm in the process of doing all 128 a second time, and it's great practice. You learn how to do the bidding, and then you go from there. Oh yeah, some of the other websites I'll be talking about. So the Audrey Grant, I'll do stuff from her website. I'll do stuff from BBO, Bridge Base Online, and Trickster. I like Trickster because you can do a full rubber match. So you and your partner have to win 2 games, or your opponents have to win 2 games. So that's fun. That's a little bit longer, but it's still good practice.
Hey, alrighty then. Hey, I forgot to add, I love this book. That's my bridge book. I do some practice stuff in there. I've written a lot of stuff. But basically I took the partnership agreement that we have, and I wrote it all out. I'm a very visual person, so when I write something down, I have a little bit of a photographic memory, so I'm able to kind of remember things. I'm trying to not rely on memorization. I want to really kind of really learn and understand everything. But it's nice to, this is a way that I find I can kind of learn a little bit better. Once I write it down, I kind of am able to recall it. Anyway, this is all the different opening bids, and then also, what the responder is supposed to go with. And then there's also, I try to get into the opener rebid and then the responders rebid. There's a lot to it. And then on the other side here, I've got overcalls. So you've got the whole, overcalling, and you've got advancing the overcaller, and then you've got the overcaller's rebid. Like there's a lot. And then I've added a few new conventions. Michael's Cupid, unusual 2 no trump, 2 over 1. We've got Splinter. Oh, that's a really cool one. And then the Jacoby 2 no trump. There's a whole bunch of different additional conventions that you can add, and that's the beauty of bridge. If you play with a partner, you can have a partnership agreement that could potentially be based on Audrey Grant's, but then maybe you add some extra ones, and then you and your partner, you know what that means when you're in the process of bidding. So anyway, I just thought I would add this little tidbit as well. So this has been helpful for me, and I'm assuming that it would be helpful for you if you're learning to play bridge. See ya. Thanks for watching. See ya.